I decided to hike the Koyasan Choishi Michi Trail. The entire Choishi Michi Trail is around 23.5 kilometers long, and on average it takes around 7 hours to complete. There are a few different alternate routes to get to Koyasan a little bit faster, but I decided to hike along the original approach. The trail starts at Jisonin Temple and ends in the heart of Koyasan, past the Daimon Gate. And so I started off at Jisonin Temple. The first Choishi was right behind Jisonin Temple, and after I climbed the stairs, I made it to New Kanshobu Shrine. And after I got a goshuin from the priest there, he showed me a spot through the trees past the shrine where I could actually view Koyasan. What is a Choishi, you may ask? Choishis are the stone signposts that are placed every 109 meters along this path. There is 180 of these along this trail. The Choishi markers are also numbered in kanji, with number 1 being at Koyasan and number 180 being at Jisonin Temple. Initially, this trail was a little difficult as I was basically climbing up a mountain. But once I got going, it got a lot easier. It was really cool seeing all the Choishi along the trail, because every time I saw one, I knew I was getting closer to Koyasan. Luckily, I didn't see any bears along this trail, but I did see a few snakes. A little bit of information about the Choishi Michi Trail is that the priest Kukai, or Kobodaishi, founded the temple complex that is in Koyasan. And according to legend, Kukai often took this route to visit his mother, who spent her final years of her life at Jisonin Temple. At the 120th Choishi, I saw the Futatsu Tori Gates. This is pretty significant as it marked that I was 1/3 of the way done with my hike. I also saw a place called Koda Ogo Pond, which is right next to a golf course actually. I was also able to get a stamp along the way. Eventually I made it to Kasagi Pass. When I made it to Yatate, I decided to take a quick break. Here was where the 60th Choishi was. Another notable place I saw along the way was the Keisakake Rock, or the robe hanging rocks. According to legend, Kukai stopped to rest here during his journey up the mountain. And apparently, if you're able to squeeze through the narrow space in between both these rocks, you will be blessed with a long life. While that sounds great, I don't think I could have fit through there, and so I didn't attempt it. I was really surprised at how peaceful it was walking this trail, just because not too many people were walking along it. After a really steep part of the trail, eventually I reached the Daimon Gate. It was a magnificent sight. This is basically the gate that shows that you are about to enter Koyasan, and I still had 6 Choishi to go before I reached the end of the trail. But eventually I did. After that, I decided to enter the temple complex at Danjo Garan. It was here where I saw the Kongobuji Konpon Daito, or the Grand Central Pagoda, as well as other temples and pagodas. And I also got another goshuin. I was really surprised at how spread out the entire complex was. After that, I continued to explore and view a few other temples. And then I decided to head over to the Kongo Sanmai-in Temple. This was a very beautiful place. So after walking around most of Koyasan, I decided it was about time to go home. I had to take a bus and a cable car down the mountain before I finally made it back to the train station. And my journey came to an end.